with my weight my whole life. And so for a long time, even just a man wanting to have sex with me was like, okay. And then as a bigger woman, something that was projected onto me by other women were, you better be lucky he wants to fuck you. For a lot of...
And see, a lot of women would try to say, oh, men are always the one that's trying to shame me and stuff like that. Nah, women do it because they already know it's a competition. You heard exactly what she said from other women saying that you're lucky that the man wants to fuck you. Women know. Women know what men like. They refuse to act like it, though.
In my 20s as well, I was overweight. And so the way that you're treated as a big girl and how men view you, they'll fuck you, but they won't go out with you in public.
That was your power? Yeah, was your power?
Men and women said, you better be lucky anybody want to fuck you. If you are a bigger plus size woman, you are told for your life. You just better be lucky that somebody want to fuck you.
That just goes to show you that there are objective qualities that men find attractive. And women always say, oh, love the skin you're in. They're only telling you that so they can beat you out the competition because they know deep down men are not attracted to that.
And take what you can get from them. So it's you accepting the bare minimum. Men will like a more plus size woman, but you know who's gonna make fun of them for it? Their friends who they care about. Society. There's other women who have had platforms who have literally said a bitch gonna do everything because she got to. Because how else you gonna keep them?
The same way men get shamed for being short. We don't control that, right? I'm lucky. I'm 6'3". For all the short kings out there, they go through this a lot. But you can't control that during birth. You know what you can control? Every morsel of food that goes in your mouth. So you being fat is your big ass fault.
It's disgusting how they talk about how big women are supposed to show up in the bedroom and what they should be able to receive from men.
It's a lot of men that they don't publicly show it, but they love big women. They gonna eat good. She gonna fuck the shit out of them on demand. She'll do it all night for them. The pretty ones got too many rules, and big girl is open from 12 to 6 a.m. He can call her and come plug her.
And you know why? We've been taught that's what we have to offer.
Not him trying to be nice, but proving her point. I guarantee you this. If you give any man $5 million, a mansion, and any exotic car of his choice, he is fucking models that very second. He is not going for the big booger wolf, the obese hippopotamus looking hoes. He's not going for none of that. So all that, some men love that. Nah, they're only taking what they can get. You ever heard the saying, women fuck who they want and men fuck who they can? They're only doing that because that's what they can get. A lot of men not going for that. They're not going to fuck up over 160 pounds. She has to be slim, thick at most, but I'm not talking about fat. So all that is cap. But he proved her point.
And that might even be because they're kind of going for the same man. Like that man might actually like her instead of this woman that's saying, oh, well, you better be you're very lucky he wants to have anything to do with you. No, you better be lucky that he wants to have anything to do with you because he doesn't want you. He wants me, and he wants me for the right reasons. Modern women are losers, man. They really are.
Damn, that's some messed up shit. But the question is, has there ever been a conversation about marriage? Or are you just out here doing some? Because it didn't look like she was on the shit you on. Now that's some embarrassing now. But I don't think I could do that to somebody. I think I'll just be like, yeah, get your ass up here. And then we will go talk in private about how we about to break the news to everybody that this shit didn't work out. This is exactly why I say them hard questions need to be asked up front. Y'all need to be asking people, do they see marriage in their future? So you don't embarrass yourself like he did, boo. Y'all got to be honest and communicate shit. Cause baby, them people had their phones out too, y'all. Oh my God. Social media embarrassment. That's even worse.
So influencing is not for the weak. All right. Let's record people while they're sitting down. I don't understand what we're doing though. Like, I don't understand. Why can't you do this at home? No offense, but like, why can't you do this at home? Kind of looks a little, if you ask me too. She pretty though, you know? Oh my God, why is everybody looking at me? Influencing is not for the weak. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure she's an OF girl. This is how you guys look in public. There's nothing wrong with showing off your body. I see nothing wrong with that. But you cannot be doing all of this in a public place, wondering why people are staring at you. You damn near doing this while the girl's eating. If you record me while you doing this, I'm gonna throw something at your fucking phone. Oh my God, guys, I can't believe it. God damn. Stop. You guys make me sick. My pen fell. Oh my God.
Men don't marry the love of their lives. That's something that women do. Men marry the woman who's there when he is ready. Let me explain. Most people think that a man should be ready by 30 or 35, 36, 40, whatever it might be. In reality, a man's readiness does not correlate to his age. A man's readiness correlates to his clarity. Let me explain. By the way, I'm Taylor Love. I help explain the man brain. If you like that kind of stuff, hit the follow button. So as you know, it's very common for a guy right around the age of 36 to feel ready to be in a long-term relationship and commit to someone long-term. But the reason for that is very misunderstood. Most people think it's because he's that age, there's a time in his brain development or something to that extent. And in reality, it's because he explored himself in his 20s. He found his purpose in his early 30s. He knows where he's going by the age of 36. And therefore, he knows what type of partner he wants by his side to help him to get to where he's going. Men are logical thinkers. We are building a team when we're taking on a partner. We're thinking about our strengths and weaknesses, and do they complement, they augmented by the strengths and weaknesses of our partner. Whereas women are typically thinking about, do I love him? Do I feel loved? I'm going to anticipate loving him and feeling more love in the future. Therefore, a woman at 22, 42, 32, 36, 26, whatever, will jump into a relationship and be committed because she anticipates feeling more of that love. Men are different. That means if a guy's gone through a divorce, let's say, around 32, he's probably not going to be ready by 36 because his clarity clock started from 0. So the questions to ask a man to figure out, is this a guy who's going to be ready or not, are not, how old are you? Or when do you want to have kids? Or what do you do for a living? The question to ask is, look, I know you're a builder and you really get things done. I really respect that about you. I'm curious, what are the things that you would want to have in place before you get married and have kids? This is an Alison Armstrong question. Highly recommend her work. What are the things that you would love to have in place before feeling ready to have kids and get married? And you will be surprised by how much thought every guy has put into that question, how well he can articulate the answer to him, which then gives you the opportunity to lean into your nature, which is men present, women choose. Based on his answers, you can choose if this is a man that you want to spend time getting to know more, diving into, or if this is a guy who's probably not going to be ready for the next 10 years. For more info in 90 seconds that saves you 10 years, hit the follow button.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Alison Armstrong. You probably see some of the clips in my compilations. She's a very grounded woman. I mean, you listen to her and you're like, where did this woman come from? Right? I think she was married for 28 years. I was reading somewhere, right? Husband passed away in 2019. So she's been kind of trying to continue that legacy of trying to teach people how to understand men and on a broader scale, have better relationships, better marriages. And I think this is really good. You know, maybe you don't ask these questions, but maybe you ask something similar, and it would be because you're thinking about the man. You're thinking about how you fit into his life and he fits into yours. A lot of modern women say some superficial stuff that they don't think is superficial, but they find out down the road when they have 2 or 3 kids by the guy, I should have asked a better question. I should have looked at X, Y, and Z. The signs were all there.
I am sick of the bikinis and Bible verses on social media. That is Jezebel behavior. That's Jezebel. You're not sharing the Bible or the gospel with anyone. You're sharing your butt or your chest. And then you wonder why guys want you for your body only. You wonder why every guy's attracted to one thing. You know why? Because you gave him a taste online and now he wants the real thing. It's your fault. You should be ashamed of yourself if you call yourself a Christian and you're doing stuff like that. Modest is hottest, believe it or not. Any good Christian man, any self-respecting man does not want you.
Okay, you may not like his choice of tone, but I completely agree with what he's saying. Modest is hottest. And it's not to say that you're not a Christian if you dress in this sort of way, but the reality is that you are not bringing people to Christ by dressing in this sort of way. And I personally think, as a society, we should bring back shame again. And not shame in the way that Satan desires us to feel shame when we sin against God, but shame in the sense that we consider the way that we present ourselves in public and online. And we should feel this sense of embarrassment if we think that we are actually bringing people to Christ while dressing inappropriately. We're just creating a stumbling block for our brother in Christ. And men, the same goes for you. Enough of the shirtless pics. Just put some clothes on, go read your Bible, and let's all do a little bit better.
You want a traditional man, you would have to show me a traditional woman. And those don't exist anymore. You want to get grandmom treatment, but grandmom was low maintenance. That's another thing that they don't want to talk about. Grandma wasn't walking around with $700 bust downs. Grandma wasn't walking around with Birkins on. Grandma wasn't walking around with Louis Vuitton shoes that are only made for European women. So when you put your 190 frame on them, your feet are in fucking pain. They only built for women that are 110 pounds. Grandma also didn't need trips to Turks and Caicos and everywhere else. She didn't need any of that. Grandma was cool with you bringing the groceries home and with the bills being paid, which a lot of these modern day women would call the bare minimum, which is insanity to me, because anybody that's paying all of the bills and bringing the groceries home, that's a maximum because you don't have to do it. So then we go a little bit deeper into it. Grandma never confused her role as being a woman.
When you demand a billionaire from a guy that does not think that it's possible and that you're wrong for even wanting to go there, you can't say be a billionaire and then say, when is enough enough? And when are you going to come home and hold my hand and turn off your electronics so we can watch Netflix? When it takes, you want to be a billionaire, you got to reach a lot of people. You got to exchange your products and services. You got to get known. Money follows attention. Look at everybody on Forbes. You know who they are because they've done something big.
How did you even put this into motion if this is the conversation that's happening?
Well, I had to freaking rework the thing and say, look, I don't need to be me. And if you don't know that by now, shame on you. Like, get real. It's me. I'm freaking the homegirl from New Orleans. I don't need Chanel. I don't need nothing to be me. I'm me. I know who I am. Now, let's talk about you, Grant. Let's talk about you not living up to your potential, depriving people of the help from your products and services because you're too much of a small mind to think that you can. You want to deprive those people of you because you don't have the audacity to go for it? So what if it's impossible? Go for it. Why aren't you the giant? Why is that person the giant?
Most people are very confident, and most women especially have a whole list of what they want their man to do for them. They're like, I want my man to buy me gifts on Valentine's Day and for my birthday and Christmas and to spend time with me here and to do this for me and to be this tall and whatever. I just want someone to tell me they love me repeatedly, like once every few days would be nice, and actually spend time with me because I love to give affection and to cuddle and to be nice. That's all I want. Like, I don't need gifts. I don't need money. I don't need anything else. I just need you to spend time with me and to remind me that you love me. Is that too much to ask for?
Let's break this down real quick. How can a woman be on your... Because here's the thing, in case you don't know.
Yeah, no,
because some women may feel like texting is being on your, texting you first. That's doing too much, but that's a lot for some women.
Yo, that is crazy.
That's a lot. I see it online all the time.
In simple terms, it really just goes to gratitude. To be on a man, you're just showing him you appreciate his efforts. That's it. It's just like bigging us up for what we do for you. Like, that's it. It shouldn't be a struggle to say thank you with enthusiasm. Like, that should be easy to do. It's not always easy because women try to navigate a man's ego by trying to destroy it. So it's like, instead of stroking a man's ego, see, there's a reason why strippers make money. Strippers make money because they understand the art of getting in a man's head to make us feel desired, to feel admired and feel appreciated. We know it's a game.
Yeah.
We're in a fucking strip club. You're gonna say this to him and him, and none of this matters because the moment I run out of these ones, this illusion fades. But the women that we actually give our genuine, dedicated time and energy and effort to feel like doing that will put a man in a space that she don't want him in. And it's like, just being on our, just simply just giving gratitude for our efforts, just saying like in an enthusiastic way, showing that reciprocity of like, yo, I'm thinking about you. That's being on my dick. You tell me you're thinking about me, I'm ready. Because I already got a level that I want to kick into. I just got to make sure that the space is there. And we like, and it's so funny.
It's a green light?
Yeah, like, because you got to understand from our experiences as men too, we have pursued women who play games to the point where we got tired of that. Like, you know what? I ain't got time to be like, if you don't kind of show me this level of interest and effort, I really ain't on your type of time. We need y'all still to give a concerted effort towards showing us like, I value what you do. I think you handsome. Like, how many times do you just compliment a nigga? Yo, like, you look good today.
Yeah.
Like, we be fighting for compliments. You smell good. It's like, you know how a woman compliment you? Who you got your haircut for?
Oh,
that's the compliment. Why you smelling all good? That's the compliment. That's when I know I got that on. I smell good. When she get insecure, I don't want it to be that. I want it to be the opposite. I want to walk out feeling confident because I really just want the same thing y'all want. We want y'all to feel about us the way we feel about y'all. That you're the most desired person in my life.
Basic, easy.
Feminism didn't set women free. It trapped us in a masculine system that we were never designed for. They told us to compete with men, to lead like men, to talk, think, act like men, and now we're exhausted, we're disconnected, resentful, and wondering why nothing feels right. We don't need more feminism. We need to reclaim the femininity that was stolen from us, because that's where a woman's real power has always been. In softness, in harmony, emotional intelligence, intuition, influence. Not in becoming a copy of the men we were created to complement. They told us we were empowered. But what did we actually get? Burnout, debt, stress, a double life where we work like men and still carry the entire home on our backs.
And at some point, I think you have to be brainwashed as a mother to think that your career and competing with men is so much more important than raising a family. A job will come and go, they don't care about you, but your family, there's nothing more important than family. And any culture that shames women into believing that what they're doing, raising their children and their family, is not the most important thing we can do for our future, that if that's what they're telling us, then wherever that message is coming from, it's a scam.
Are you happy? And you've got men and women trying to tell you the same thing. You think that these people care about you. You think that these people, they're going to think about you when they go to sleep. Maybe on just a human level they will. But for the most part, for the vast majority, it's going to be your husband that's thinking about you. It's going to be your family that's thinking about you and trying to take care of you. A lot of times women disrespect men. And then when a man doesn't give them any protection and provision, they're wondering why. They think that they can be masculine or talk to a man a certain way, and a man is going to respect that. He doesn't. That's not what a man wants. Get all of this radical nonsense out of your system and learn to have a productive relationship.
To the women who liked to date men.
Looks can be deceiving. Viewer discretion is advised.
And only women who like to date men only. This message is for you. My rent is $6,000. My nails, $150. My hair, $300 minimum. So I pay for all of this myself. I do not expect a man to take care of this for me because he is my partner, not my father.
Now, if you were to ask me, I don't see anything wrong with the stance that this woman took in her video. She is 100% right. He's your partner, not your father. So expecting him to do the things that your father did for you as a young girl wouldn't make any sense, because that would in turn prompt him to expect the things that his mom did for him as a young boy. And I'm sure a lot of y'all don't want to go down that road.
All right? I think the men have left now. Ladies, when a man invites you over to his apartment or his house for the first time, please rob him.
Remember earlier in the video when I told y'all looks could be deceiving? Yeah, I gotta be careful out here in these streets. I told y'all, this kind of stuff to the untrained eye looks so relatable. It looks so innocent. It's like, oh man, she's pushing out a good message, until she's not. Her message is, if a man invites you to his house on the first link up, rob him. Not decline his offer, not refuse his polite gesture, just rob him. That's her advice. And the immediate downside to all of this is, all of those women that take this advice are not going to make it out alive. And before you know it, Channel 7 News today, young woman meets a man on Hinge or something like that, and he blows her head off. Now, a lot of y'all are going to be up in arms about how men hate women, but none of y'all are going to address the fact that she was trying to rob that man, or she did rob that man. There is no way you want me to believe that women that give out advice like this actually care about women. This is some of the most dangerous you can ever do, especially on a first interaction. You don't know who the fuck you're dealing with.
Please understand that this man wants you to rob him, all right? Go and take whatever is the most valuable thing that you can see in his place while he's going to the bathroom. If you don't think you can gather cash, jewelry, or any other valuables in 5 minutes or less, then go ahead and go into his wallet, take a cute little picture of the front and back of his credit card, and then leave before he comes out of the bathroom. And then make sure you block him. Because listen, if that man really was smart, he would have never invited a complete stranger into his house the first time he's meeting her.
Now, there is a part of this video that I actually do agree with. It is not very smart to invite a complete stranger to your spot, especially on the first link up. It's not. However, that does not trump the advice that this woman is giving. She's giving this advice like there's no consequences to it, like it can't happen, like he can't contact the authorities and they follow up and find you. Or if he takes matters into his own hands and finds you himself, then what? Men can't be as dangerous as y'all say they are. Because there's no way you think men are dangerous and you're willing to play with them in this manner. Ladies, despite your fellow woman giving you such horrible advice, here I am to provide some light in your darkness. If you meet a man and he's willing and ready to invite you over to his spot on the first link up and you're not comfortable, just don't go. If you are not in fact willing and ready to connect with this man on an intimate level, do not go to his spot. And even with all that I just said, I know y'all ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Many women do not know that the fastest way to cause your man to have contempt when it comes to you is not to listen to him. Men value listening more than romantic feelings, more than erotic feelings. He wants to know and see that you listen to his words and his commands. Jesus says something profound. He says, "My sheep hear my voice," meaning that for you to prove that indeed you are a sheep that belongs to Jesus, you must have the ability to hear, not to listen, but to hear his instructions, hear what he is saying. So many wives, you keep on proving to your men that, look, I'm not submitted to you because I'm not hearing what you're saying. You say one, I'm saying two. You say jump, I'm saying why. Everything that you tell me, I'm going to meet it with resistance. I'm going to question it. I'm going to counteract it because I am actually not submitted to you as I claim to be. I might refer myself as your wife, but I don't have the ability to listen to you, and I am not prepared to listen to you. So most wives, you don't realize that whenever you refuse to listen and hear what your man is saying, his heart is going to grow cold towards you. And that love he once had is just going to die because consistently you are rebellious towards him. And remember, men and God hate rebellion, but they adore people who are humble and have the ability to listen. So if you were not listening to your husband, from today, cultivate a listening ear, and you will see how you will have his heart in your hands.
The husband asks his wife, "Would you remarry if I die?" She says, "We've been married for so long. I really love you. That would be very difficult for me to love another man, but maybe after 10 years or something like that, maybe that's a possibility." He said, "What about my car? Would he drive my car?" She thought about it and said, "The car's paid for. Why would I want to buy a new car if that car is working fine?" He says, "Okay." He said, "What about my bed? Would he sleep in my bed?" She goes, "Beds are very expensive, and maybe I'll just put it in the spare room, but I like our bed. There's no reason to get rid of it." He said, "Okay, what about my golf clubs? Would he use my golf clubs?" She says, "No, not at all." He said, "Why?" She said, "He's left-handed."
I would not, under any circumstance as a man, sit there and let a woman lecture you for 2 hours on this crap. So this is what it says. How it feels knowing I spent an entire 2-hour date lecturing a man on the negative effects of patriarchy, privilege, and why using derogatory language isn't okay. I am no man's peace. This is the same girl, as we always say, who will cry and say, where have all the good guys gone? How come all the good men don't why? I'm attractive. I do everything right? Because there's no self-awareness in her game that she's been making them miserable, and no decent man would sit and listen to your crap, honey. No decent man is going to sit and get lectured by you for 2 hours about patriarchy and privilege. He would just get up and leave you hot and dry at the table.
It's getting weird. Part infinity.
A man really just got on this app and said we don't call women losers enough. And I couldn't agree more. So I made a list. Coming in at number 1, we have women who make man-hating
content. Just because you can't find a man that you want that wants you back and all the ones you date are bums does not make all men losers. You're the loser because you can't get what you want.
Hang in there, fellas. Hang in there, boys. I know it's been a long time coming. Just hang in there. All right? You don't jump ship yet. Okay? Sometimes it takes a little longer, but they're making their way around. They'll be coming around the mountain when they come. They'll be coming around the mountain when they come. They'll be coming around the mountain. They'll be coming around the mountain. They'll be coming around the mountain when they come. Hang on, boys. Okay? They're at a 180 right now. Okay? Not a full 360 yet, so don't do nothing stupid. Okay? Let's just act right. But hang in there, boys, all right? It's almost there. It's almost there. We're almost there. It's the home stretch. And let me clarify, I'm talking to the good guys, okay? The dudes that be graping, and I ain't talking to y'all. Sit the fuck down. All right. Hang in there, boys!
They told me not to make this lunch.
Uh-huh.
They told me not to fold this laundry.
Yes, sir.
They told me not to pay for dates.
Yup. Take me through there. Yeah. I love to see. I love when the shift starts to happen right before our eyes. She got exactly what she was looking for without the help of her fellow woman. Because her fellow woman led her astray. They told her not to fold his clothes. They told her not to do laundry. They told her not to cook for him. They told her not to pay for dates. And then one day she said, let me just do the opposite and see where it lands me. And voila, look what reciprocation gets you today in 2025 as a woman. You have to filter the information you receive today because them motherfuckers will lead you astray and they won't even apologize about it. And I'm going to say it like I always said it. Women give the worst relationship advice. Especially in 2025. There's literally only a handful of women that I know personally. And when I say personally, I just mean like online. That give actual sound advice about how to be in a relationship with a man. The rest of them speaking from trauma, hate, lack of accountability, and just a desire to not want to be alone. A lot of these women on social media will feed each other negative information just so they can keep each other single so they don't all have to be alone. They know they can rely on each other. I'm always going to have my friend around because she's single just like I am. I'm always going to have someone to go on vacation with because she's a baby mama just like I'm a baby mama. Our kids got to grow up one day. But when you really look at it, the things that men are actually asking for in a relationship is not a tall task. We're very simple beings. If you just listen carefully and apply what you learn from us, you can keep a man happy and reach the promised land like that young woman in the video there. But you know what? You ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. I keep the change.
And of course, plenty of women were in the comments talking about how she's now a slave, how they're not doing all of that for a man, and all of the other foolishness. When you could just say, you're not a great partner. You're not now, you weren't in the past, and with the way that you're talking, you probably won't be in the future. Just say that and save us all some time. They talk about men needing to be honest. Just tell me up front what your motives are. Just tell me what you're thinking. Well, okay, you tell me what you're thinking. You tell me what your motives are. Because I can see from your comments, it's not to take care of a man. It's not to cater to a man or make that man's life more peaceful, make that man's life better. It's definitely not that.
Listen, I don't care what nobody say. Communication is a sign of respect. If a person really rock with you and they really like you, they're going to thoroughly communicate with you. I don't care if it's one time a day. They're going to shoot you a quick text, pick up the phone and call. And sometimes we as people got to stop being naive to people's actions or their lack of actions. When a person really rock with you, you're not going to have to question if they rock with you because their communication is going to tell you everything you need to know. They're going to let you know that they're thinking about you throughout their day. They're going to call you, even if it's a 10-second phone call. Hey, I just was calling so you can hear my voice. I was just calling to see how your day was going. I can't be on the phone long, but I just thought about you. It's those simple things that people overlook because people always have this excuse that life be lifing and I just be so busy. You make time for things and people that you want to make time for. One thing that I've learned is if a person paying a phone bill, 9 times out of 10, they going to have that phone in their hand. It's what they do with it is the issue. If they pick up their phone and don't think about you, you ain't that important. So what I learned how to do is stop making people a priority when they don't even make me a priority. Stop going over and beyond trying to get people to see you. Because if a person really for you, you're not going to have to try too hard anyway. They gonna make time for you. They gonna show up for you. They gonna give you the action that you need in order for you to feel the safeness that you need. If a person don't communicate, they just don't like you. And that's just the hardcore truth. Sometimes we don't want to come to that reality, but that's the truth. If you gotta ask and beg way too many times, they don't really like you like that. That's just what it is. It ain't that much busy in the world that a person can go all day without talking to you. Or go a couple days without talking to you. Baby, you go a couple days without talking to me, you cut off instantly anyway. I don't even play them type of games. If you can go a couple days without talking to me, you ain't gotta worry about me. We're no longer speaking.
I want you guys, this is a fucking shakedown.
Okay.
I want you and you to give me cash right now.
¿Cuántas, papi?
Everything. I'm gonna fucking drain your fucking ones. All right, give me the. Hand it to me.
Are you kidding? Oh my God, you're financially dominating. I'm kind of into this.
Oh my God, what the hell?
Yes, Daddy.
Thank you. Give me your money.
Are we doing like a power play right now? Can I get into it? Can I like be submissive about it? Please.
I will grant it. Ask me nicely. Call me sir.
Damn. Sir, may I give you everything that's in my wallet right now, sir?
Everything. Yes. I'm gonna fucking bankrupt you. You're gonna be fucking bankrupted.
Oh my God. Yes, Daddy.
What?
Woo.
This is it. Come on, there's more.
Unwad that.
Oh my God. Whoa.
Yo!
She's an oh my God.
Grabs me, boys.
Daddy.
Oh my God.
Good girl.
Here, she goes like, ooh.
Good girl.
Thank you.
Well
And it was cool because I actually took her to see Titanic. And I didn't realize it at the time, but the movie Titanic told me everything I needed to know about female nature. And all these years later, it's clear that most men just don't get it. Think about it. Rose is old and gray and close to death. She's lived a full life. She's had a husband, kids, grandkids, a family, the whole bit. Yet, on her deathbed, she doesn't think about her husband. You know, the man who stayed, right? The man who raised her children? She remembers Jack, a broke stranger who banged her in the backseat of a car for less than half a minute on a boat. And she did this while in a relationship with a man who was rich, good looking, and willing to take care of her and her mother. This tells you something extremely dark about women. They don't remember loyalty. No, they remember the man who made them feel. Rose's husband gave her a life. Jack, all he gave her was emotion. And look who she's reminiscing about on her deathbed. You see, that's the truth men don't like to swallow. Women chase excitement, not stability. Security is respected, but passion is worship. So many people these days like to call Titanic a love story, but it's really a story of emotional betrayal romanticized by our gynocentric society. And the crazy thing is that Rose didn't even keep the 56-carat diamond that was also known as the heart of the freaking ocean. Why? Because it was Cal, the man she cheated on, who gave it to her. She threw that diamond away just like women throw away men who truly care about them. That movie wasn't fiction. It was a documentary on how female nature really works.
If you're talking to a guy and you say something along the lines of, oh, I'm so hungry, oh, I didn't eat today, and he doesn't offer to get you food or offer to order you food or bring you food, or you don't get a Cash App Zelle notification in 5 minutes, he doesn't like you. He doesn't like you because how can your... just no. He doesn't like you, sis.
I mean, at some point, this has to start to get embarrassing for some of y'all. As a grown adult, you cannot find $20 to feed yourself. This is called dry begging. That's what it is. As much as some of y'all make videos saying that you're strong and independent and you don't need a man, y'all sure like to beg men for money. And let's be honest, if you're talking to a guy and the first thing you want to do is try to find a way to see if he's going to give you money, you don't like him. I understand that times are tough, but you can't find money to feed yourself some food. Like it's that bad. And then you get on the internet and make this video and embarrass yourself further. It's embarrassing to see. Stop it.
If I wasn't a successful streamer and I tried talking to you, would you still talk to me? It's just a yes or a no. If I was not a successful streamer, if I was not T Banks, would you talk to me?
Probably not.
True.
Just be real.
Listen, fellas. The reason you guys are having trouble dating is because you haven't figured out yet this is no longer the love era. This is the lease era. For those of you who still don't understand what I'm saying, Most of the women today are, and you can lease them.
All these stuff, all of them, especially these rappers. Like, sweetie, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even trying to be funny or like, sweetie, people will really with you more if you just live in your truth, because a lot of the ghetto girls like me, well, a lot of the girls, black community, everybody, they be trying to get into you, and that the reason why they like double dutch, like they jump in, they jump out, because they don't believe you. So when you be making your bops, they be like, they be thinking that you like a fake ghetto girl, and it's just because they can't figure you out. And it's like, if you selling this, you selling that, whatever you doing, like that's what you do.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, fellas. When it's a bad thing is when you guys are still treating it like it's the love era and you're ready for a girlfriend, a relationship, when it's really the lease era. In a lot of aspects, depending on where you're at in life, a leased woman can come in very handy. At times when you're grinding, you're focused, and you can't really be out there in the streets juggling multiple women, right? Because you're focused. Reach out to one of the girls who you know. She tries to be a baddie. She's always dressing. She's got the long fingernails. And make a deal with her. Tell her you're at a place in your life right now where you have some important things going on. And that's what you're focused on right now. And you really just need somebody who can get on your program when you need to spend time with somebody. Right? Tell her you're going to look out for her from time to time. Make life a little bit easier for her. People, no one wants to say it out loud, but these are who are trying to save dignity by not calling themselves. Stop treating this like the love era. You'll get much better results. Back to the streets with them.
A lot of these women out here, unfortunately, they're useless. They're useless to your program. They just want to see if they can jump on it really quickly, get a few things, and then get off. That's why they're saying, well, maybe I can get a bag. Maybe I can get some property in my name. Maybe he'll take me out to a nice dinner. I don't think this is going to last, so let me jump on his program really quickly. Let me act like I'm going to do what he wants me to do, and he treats me nicely. And then maybe after a few dates, I'm on to the next. Or maybe I milk him for all that I can and I go on to the next person. That's what these modern women are doing. And when men find out, y'all are thinking short term. Because when a man finds out that you're doing this, he's cutting off access. And then you're trying to go to the next man and the next man and the next man. But your reputation is going to start to run ahead of you. And men are going to block you out. Your reputation and your age, actually. And you're going to be back on this internet talking about after 40, it's different.
I've noticed when girls stop being hoes, they either turn to Jesus or to real estate. Don't shoot me.
Honestly, all you did is ruin real estate agents for me. Now I'm going to look at them like, don't offer me a low interest. I know you suck, Margaret. Like, get out of my face!
Oh, it's that time of year when all the women are like, oh, Santa, please bring me a good man. I want a good man for 2026. Well, I'm sorry, Brittany, but Santa doesn't see your Instagram. You're getting a lump of coal. I mean, let's be serious, ladies. Half of your social media looks like a situationship starter pack. This is doing. Anyways, a strong masculine man is not going to chase after a chaotic woman. And you can take the boss babe hat off, honey, because I'm going to tell you from experience, alignment is way better than independence. So when you're asking, where the hell is my husband? Remember, peace attracts husbands. This just attracts lessons. And I have said this before. Remember, we are not bounty paper towel. Okay, this is not the quicker picker upper. If you keep attracting garbage, you need to start doing a little reflective work as to why do I keep attracting garbage men? Why can't I find a good husband? My one piece of sister advice, remember, if you keep entertaining the clown, you just become part of the circus.
What type of girl are you looking for?
I'm looking for a submissive, godly, unvaccinated woman.
What?
Unvaccinated.
No, the first word.
Submissive.
Oh, submissive.
Yes.
What is that?
Be submissive is to put yourself under the authority of your husband. Biblical. There's also responsibility on the male side for that. It tells a wife to submit to her husband and a husband to die to himself for his wife every day.
So you're not into boss babes?
No, I don't think that works.
Why?
Because I think it's against women's nature.
To be like confident and bossy?
No, not confident. I think
Okay.
that confidence for a woman is great. I just think that bossing a man around is outside of a woman's nature. Boss babes,
correct.
women that do not want to submit to male authority in their life, whoever that is, whether that's your father or your pastor
Sure.
or your husband, I think that just leads to problems. And I think if you look around the world today, you see it everywhere, where there are a lot of women that do get to do whatever they want to do.
If you got a girl pregnant, would you marry her?
And I wouldn't have to do it before I married her.
Oh, so you're waiting till marriage to have...
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So you're very conservative. You don't like liberals.
I mean, I would say I'm more Christian. I think that aligns more with conservative values. But I'm not a fan of liberals. I think that it's an ugly ideology.
So you think liberals are unhappy?
I do think they're unhappy. I think it's a really self-defeating philosophy that encourages a victim mindset. And I wish that people wouldn't buy into it. But I get the allure. Being a victim feels good
So
sometimes.
Hollywood is... You want to stay away from Hollywood?
Yeah, I want to live in the middle of nowhere on a farm.
How about
It's
the
stressful.
gender roles? Lately, the gender roles have been switched.
I don't think they've been switched. I just think they've been kind of subverted. I don't think that you can really switch them. I think that you can fight against them.
Okay.
And it's real sad because when people aren't within the way God designed them to be, they're not going to be as effective as they could or should be and who they were made to be.
Where'd you get your values from, Dad?
Nah, the Bible.
Do you believe in pro-choice?
No, I think that it's murder.
So you don't believe a woman has their own rights to their body?
They have their own rights to their own body, but that's not their body. I mean, that's a completely separate entity. In California, if you shoot a pregnant woman, you get charged with double murder. I would say that it's not, a child is not your body.
What do you do for a living?
I sell stuff.
Okay. Where did you go to school?
Middlebury College.
And how old are you?
28 years old.
Keith, thank you for expressing yourself with me.
Glad to.
What can I say? There's nothing really to add to that. Give this man a round of applause. No question, this guy knows the truth. Christ is king.
Ask this nigga for some more money. He talking about some, oh, now you think I'm a trick. Ha! Get a load of this guy. Tricks pay bills. I just actually pay for this food. Get your cheap, broke ass out my motherfucking phone. The fuck? Fuck wrong with you if I slap the dog?
Asking this dude for money and then proceeding to call him broke. It's delusion, man. There's men out here that are sending these women thousands of dollars, you know, and the people out here watching this video doing the same thing right now. I guarantee you. Men out here that just, they can't stop sending these women bill money, whatever it might be, OnlyFans money. These women don't care about you, homie. They don't respect you. And that's one thing you're gonna learn on this channel, man, is being a man, respecting yourself, finding God. You know, God is not gonna give you peace in a situation that you're not supposed to be in. If your woman or a girl you're talking to is demanding money from you every 5 seconds or asking you to go do this or do that and they're not giving you nothing back, they're not for you, man. A woman of God is not gonna do that to you. A woman of God is going to bring you peace, respect, loyalty. I'm telling you right now, man, you're not going to be dealing with these kind of situations. Respect yourself at all costs, you know, and I live by this, gym, grind, and God, man. God number 1, and number 2, focus on improving your life. You should be in the gym continuously working on yourself, man. Continuously working on yourself financially, mentally, spiritually. Becoming the top guy you can. And gym, grind, and God, man.
Before I come to America, I didn't understand why so many men came overseas to Ukraine to find a wife. For me, it was very strange why man goes so far away, spend so much money, and etc. And today I understood why, because we have... So I think because we have much bigger family values, we love to feel like a woman, and we love to see the man like a man. And I think I'm a bit older than all of you girls, and I can tell you in my 36 years old, I love when men care about me. I love sometimes when he tell me what to wear, because it's a care, it's a love. How man else can show you the love? If he just want to fuck you, he don't care what you're wearing. Believe me, he don't care. He just come and fuck you and leave. But if he care about you, he tell you, baby, please do this, do that. So this is care, this is kind of love. So just appreciate it.
Wow. Wow. That was amazing.
Baby, if you're in that marriage and the intimacy sucks, which means the sex may suck, let's just say might not be as good as it used to be, you need to tell them. If you don't want to do it because it's just not good anymore, you don't see him putting the same effort in that he used to put in anymore, let the man know, because he just thinks you don't want it because maybe your hormones, or maybe you're just not into it for whatever reason. I promise you he's not thinking it's him. And if it is, he deserves to know. Just tell the man, baby, it ain't what it used to be. I just don't like it like I used to like it. I mean, you're not putting it down like you used to put it down. Be honest with him. He deserves to know that. I'm just, okay. Just listen to Auntie. I'm telling you. I'm not saying embarrass the man, but I am saying be honest and tell him the truth.
And think about the way you would want somebody to say it to you. Because a lot of times y'all are trash at communication. So you're going to run up in there telling them all that, being honest now. But you don't got no kind of tact. You just run up in there like a bull in a china shop. And then you wonder why he gets offended. Y'all, you know how you would want a man to approach you. You know how you'd want a man to talk to you. So give that man the same respect.
And women get rejected more when it comes to like a commitment.
Yeah.
So we just get rejected once you get to know
Yeah.
us, which I think is way worse.
That's
than
much
way
worse. We just get rejected once we poured our hearts and souls into them.
we
That's
crushed
all.
our hearts.
Oh, these poor fucking guys. She said no and you just cold approached her.
I'm
as
so
a creep. And we get our lives ruined. Cool.
That is
perfect.
What is that?
What do you mean no? It's the car note and the mortgage.
Why are you giving it to me? You got it on auto pay?
Nay, I took it off auto pay just for this month, just so you can take care of it, just for your boy.
Why do I want to do that?
You not excited of the opportunity to pay the bills for the first time?
Babe, I haven't paid a bill in 6 years.
This is an opportunity.
I don't want to do it.
Damn, girl, you that damn selfish? You can't pay 1 month of bills. That's a goddamn shame.
Why not?
Why would I want to pay a bill?
Nay, come on now.
Can you have the money?
I'm gonna need you to handle that.
I'm allergic. I don't know how to pay it.
You allergic? I'm gonna have to slide this back over to you because
I
look.
don't know how to pay it though.
Look, what you mean you don't know how to pay it?
I don't know how to do it.
They got detailed instructions in there. How you log into the account? I can give you the password, everything.
You need to get rid of her ass. Cause let me tell you something. You ever fall on hard times, she definitely gonna leave you where you at, baby. You gonna be on that ground and she gonna be on to the next one. Cause baby, 1 month of bills ain't gonna hurt you. You ain't paid in 6 years.
You can't see?
I'm blind.
We just got you glasses the other day. You good? You straight?
blind. I can't
You straight? I'll read it for you.
How you gonna read it though? I can't do it.
What you mean? We'll get you a braille or something. You figure it out.
I can't do nothing.
Hey, just for your boy this one time. Your boy got perfect credit score, everything, and being consistent. Now I'm gonna need you to go ahead and take care of that.
We're gonna keep you consistent and keep.
It's crazy that y'all are going back and forth because I would have took them bills and paid that shit with no problem. It wouldn't have been no, ooh, and I'd have been like, baby, give me all them bills. Like, what? Baby, this the problem. Y'all be dating the wrong women. And then y'all take that out on all the other women because of her. People like her. The other women don't get the goodness of you. Ain't that some messed up?
The husband asks his wife, would you remarry if I die? She says, you know, we've been married for so long. I really love you. That would be very difficult for me to love another man, but maybe after 10 years or something like that, maybe that's a possibility. He said, what about my car? Would he drive my car? She thought about it and said, the car's paid for. Why would I want to buy a new car if that car is working fine? He says, okay. He said, what about my bed? Would he sleep in my bed? She goes, you know, beds are very expensive, and maybe I'll just put it in the spare room, but I like our bed. There's no reason to get rid of it. He said, okay, what about my golf clubs? Would he use my golf clubs? She says, no, not at all. He said, why? She said, he's left-handed.
Black women are the dumbest group in America. They're literally train crash outs. All of their ideology is backwards, and everything that they believe in is dysfunctional. These are the defenders of the dysfunction and the chaos. They encourage it. And you know that because look at Texie Red. They allow her to sell booty hole brown and gonorrhea lip glosses. Disgusting. And then they get all these degrees to still come out broke, alone, and in debt. Not to mention they let the government convince them to destroy their children and to go against the very men that are put here to protect them. And this is why they fall for every scam that the government push. Feminism, abortion, birth control. They even fail for the scam that they're the smartest group in America. You are not the most educated. You are the most indoctrinated. Congratulations. And you talk so much about your degrees, and black men still make more money than you and raise better children than you. Amazing. And you know what? The solution is just very simple. Bow out and let black men lead. Simple.
And I think most men understand having a little fun. I think most men understand you just cutting up. You just acting silly. But a lot of modern women, what you see online from them is their personality. That didn't used to be who they were. But I don't know, I guess through TV or whatever they've been watching or seeing or listening to, they decide that that's what they're going to do. They decide instead of going down a way that, might be a little bit more upstanding, they decide to do ratchet stuff. They decide to do weird stuff. And I'm not talking about, oh, well, I experimented with this. And, there's some things that I got into that I probably shouldn't have. I'm talking about they go full in to nonsense. They get full way involved into nonsense. And not just, oh man, that's really weird that she did. Multiple things they get involved in and they do. And when a man is like, when you look at what you're doing, it's not just one thing, it's multiple things that you were doing weird. Just weird and just reckless behavior. And honestly and truly, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. Then all of a sudden the man is going to be labeled insecure. He's going to be labeled misogynistic. He is going to be labeled toxic. Can you believe that?